Welcome to my almost daily stream. I'm mayohosko. Thank you so much for sorry, not my almost daily stream, my live stream. I'm mayohosko. Thank you so much for watching. I'm building sets from my backlog from the Lego Group, who are worth billions and billions of dollars. The Brickable Cow just finished his stream, so now I'm going to start my stream. And is there anyone in the chat? Yeah, there's Tron and there's Alexandria. Howdy. Yeah, I started this stream late because Cal was still going. So on Saturday night, I went live for only 15 minutes because no one showed up except for a couple people. And that wasn't enough people to actually build anything. So let's see if we can actually try have some good conversations today. Because we're still building this set. We're still building this set. And I need to take a picture of the set that we have built so far. And I'll take another picture when we're done building this set. I want to get all the shadows out of the shot. Done. So we got that picture. Now I need to move this so that we can get the camera in frame to start building. Because we're going to be building bag 13. There's bag 13, and so if you are a new viewer and you like Lego, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the stream because we go live at 9 p.m. Eastern on, what day is it? Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at night. So we are trying to finish the Lego Friends set apartments and shops. I've been building this for about a month now. Whenever I've gotten time to stream, this is bag 13. We need to open this right now. Because I was going to try and finish this set on the weekend, but as I said, there weren't enough people in the chat to sustain a good conversation while we were building, so I didn't end up building anything. So I'm going to put bags 14 and 15 back in the box. So we'll continue. We'll do more building of this set on the Thursday night stream. So need to open this. Let's open bag 13. Hey Candy, good to see you here. Started this stream 35 minutes late because my friend the Brickable Cow was live. So what's everyone saying in chat? It's not the mobile style. You can watch this on a computer too. Tron's doing stuff with technology. Yeah, I ended before you woke up because no one was watching. When we get at least 2 more concurrent viewers, I'll ask the question of the day. So let me move these pieces out of the way so that we can slide the build into the shot. Because this is what we are building. Let me slide this into the frame. This is what we have built so far. And we're still building this. And whenever you build a set that has a sticker sheet in it, my tip for you is to use the sticker sheet as a bookmark in the instructions. How did you enjoy building that GWP, Alexandria? So it looks like we're building on the right side of the build. So let me detach the left side just to make it easier to move this set around. I'll put the left side off to my left and keep the right side in my frame of building. So what are we building first? We're building something to go on the roof. Let me slide this over so that I can see the chat if anyone says anything. What's the family restaurant? But that sushi shop, was that a micro scale? Was that one of the restaurants of the world? Oh, it is minifigure scale. Yeah, I have to worry about storage on my phone all the time. Yeah, I see everyone else talking about the BDP, but that doesn't mean I talk about it. Because I watch people's reviews of the set and where they place it in their cities, and that's that. And I messed up. Put something upside down. So where does this go? Oh, it goes right here. Hey Jim, don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome to the mayohosko stream. I'm building the Lego Friends set 42670, the Heart Lake City apartments and shops. You'll have to send me a picture about that on Discord, Alexandria. Well, this is just a Lego build. The plants aren't going to die. Although I have real plants in my real house that I'm trying not to let die. We need to build 2 of these. Oops, this chair fell off. You put that chair back to the table. Yo, Cliff, good to see you here. Had fun over on Cal's stream. I delayed the start of my stream because we had a good time with Cal. And hey, Zissou, was good spending, what, 5 to 10 minutes with you over there. You just got home, did you say? So, Cliff, if you're still in the mood, the invite is in the jungle if you want to come on. And I'll go as long. Oh, also, hey, Heather, good to see you here. Did Cal end up going to his kids or something? Because we're still building this friend set. We're on bag 13 right now. And I lost my train of thought. Where are we at? Okay, yeah, we're on this page now. We're going to put these slopes on. So now that we got a second wave of viewers, my question of the day is, what is my question of the day? My question of the day is going to be okay. Well, whenever a cow's done hanging, maybe you might want to continue the party over here because the jungle's the invite is in the jungle. The question of the day is going to be, what was your most recent mock that you built? The most recent mock that I built was this. This was my most recent mock. It's a crocodile. Oopsie. I need to change those alarms because the US is in daylight saving now. So it's a crocodile with a cannon strapped to its back, hiding in some bushes on a desert island. And if anyone has seen the YouTube video, Finally a Lego Pirates Moving, then you might know my inspiration. And if you've never watched the YouTube video, Finally a Lego Pirates Moving, I would strongly recommend you watch it. Hey, Dina, good to see you here. Yeah, so just to reiterate, my question of the day is, what is the most recent mock that you built? Tron, I'm going to guess you last built something spacing. Cliff, I know your most recent mock was the aquarium. Do you have any details about that? So what's everyone's most recent mock that they built? A base for what, Alexandria? What about your mum? You're talking about the clown's birthday party, Dina. Had the last built something for the clicking and bricking contest. Because what is it that you love, Heather? Something I love is the Forestman. And oh, building some kind of window. And this is something you don't see in a lot of sets. It's a trans clear 2x2 brick. It was a friend's poly bag of a girl and her dog, made it like a mini play area. So like a mini version of a dog park. Yeah, I think it would be cool, Heather, if you built something for Color Talk. Whether it's a recreation of something you've colored in, or whether it's something like an art studio where you do your coloring. I know that there's been a bunch of friend sets that have been art studios before. And also because Tron has been working on, been doing stuff with his USB. Has anyone ever built a mock of a USB? Because I know that Lego is really into making those sets based on real objects, like the typewriter, the piano, and a whole bunch of other stuff. The Nike shoes. I know a lot of people who use the dot sets for mosaics. Like they took a base plate and they bought dot sets to make mosaics with them instead of buying the art mosaic sets that come on those 16 by 16 bricks. I want to make another mosaic. The only mosaic I've ever built was the mayohosko logo. Once upon a time in the late 2000s, there was a creator designer set, which included a trans clear 16 by 16 base plate. And it included a multicolors of 1x1 bricks for you to make mosaics. But that's not technically a mosaic set, because when we think about mosaics, we think of using 1x1 studs or 1x1 tiles. And the mosaic I built, because I wanted to save my pieces, I used a lot of large plates for the big blocks of color. But there were some mosaics where I'd need to order a whole bunch of multicolor pieces that you found in dot sets. Because what was it, series 4 of dots that came in that reddish, pinkish packaging, had some really cool pink pieces that I want to use for a mock. That's not a mosaic. Yeah, because when you come from the artsy world, there are ways you can manipulate the combination of colors to add more depth and shadows and perspective to a mock. Hey, silent mode, or to an actual masterpiece. We're still building this set. So the question of the day is, what's the most recent mock that you built? That's the question of the day. Really, Tron? I wouldn't put it past them. I know plenty of people have made mocks of pencils. and I think I saw someone who did make a pencil mock. Also, oopsie, I dropped a slope brick. Let me go and pick that up. Where is it? Once upon a time, when I saw someone make a mock of a pencil, they used pink pieces to make an eraser as well. What type of vehicle are you designing on Rebrickable? So that's a whole different question. That's a sub question. So first I'll ask Silent Mode, what was the last in-hand mock you built? But another question is, has anyone ever designed something wait, oh no, sorry, I'm misinterpreting. You redesigned something from Rebrickable instructions. Okay, I got that now. Sorry, my mind and my eyes are playing tricks on me. Yeah, we need a double slope at the top of that roof. So, also, hey Tommy, good to see you here. Hey Tommy, I'm gonna watch the last short that you uploaded after my stream. I have some suggestions for what you should retitle those shorts to be, and also when you do record more shorts in the future, if you do batch recording of shorts, I would recommend that instead of uploading them all on the same day, you upload them once every day for how many shorts that you end up recording, because YouTube doesn't like it when you upload multiple times per day. They prefer it if you space out those uploads to get people wanting more and coming back. Because if anyone out there is also trying to get into content creating, I'm happy to help you. And a great way to ask questions is by coming to my streams and asking me in the chat. Happy to help out. Yeah, silent mode. So in the past, I've when I used to upload shorts, sometimes I ended up filming 3 shorts at once, and when I used to upload 1 short every week, I would record 3 shorts on one day, and then schedule them to upload at the same time every day of the week for 3 weeks. Because YouTube likes it when you upload at the same time on the same day if you're a weekly streamer, and if you're if you upload a weekly, and if you upload a daily, they like it if you upload at the same time every day, because that means your subscribers can get conditioned and develop an expectation about whenever you upload something. Thinking about putting out some more, but doing one every other day. Exactly, because YouTube will like it if you do want to upload some more shorts. If you upload, well, if you upload, well, if you space out uploading them. Also, hey 24, how's the new apartment going? Yeah, so the question of the day is, what was the most recent mock that you built? You can also, yeah, you can see me off camera here. I need to move this over so you can see. Actually, yeah, just to let me do this. The original throne was dark blue and didn't have brown dragons on it. What are you talking about, Tron? You copied a throne in a different color and switched to the top part. See, that's what I like when people do when people build stuff from Rebrickable, is if they add their own flair to whatever they build. Because when you design something based on a set on Rebrickable, because you're limited by the pieces in the set, sometimes parts of the build look rather ugly. And so I know people that buy instructions from Rebrickable, they build it, and then they see where they can swap some of the colors to make it look more appropriate. You can't do anything when it's raining. I like it when the chat moves fast. So we're still building this set. If you've been watching my streams for a while, you know what set we're building. Exactly. I'm not above being inspired by someone else's mock and changing it to fit my style. And here's a pop quiz. What is the name of my style for modifying sets? First person to say it, I'll give you a cookie. What is the name of my style of modifying sets? Almost right, Tron. No, sorry. You're almost right. 2-4, but that's not quite right. You're almost right too, Silent, but that's not quite right. There's a plane flying overhead. You're getting colder. But you're in the vein. Oopsie, I put those on wrong. Yeah, I did see some of your glowing stuff. I'm not a cat person. What about zombies? Okay. think we're building the roof. Actually, we might have, this might be a double build because we're building the slopes of the roof. I guess no cookies for anyone. Okay, so the name of my modification style is vintageifying. So you were almost right, 2-4. The name of my modification style is vintageifying. And the first person to tell me what is vintageifying, I'll give you a cookie. If people want to keep talking about cats, I believe someone has a text channel in a Discord server where you can talk about that instead. It wasn't vintage. It wasn't to vintage define. It was vintageify. That's what I do with a lot of sets. Like this friend set I'm building right now, and the friend sets I built on my previous live streams. It just takes a lot of work to vintageify a big set. Yes, that's the name, vintageifying. I like to vintageify Lego sets. Okay, let's put the first of this roof on. I'll show you the top where we'll put this roof. I'm looking at the back of the set, so now I'll show you the front of the set. Where does this go on? Okay, it goes on here. And now I'll build the other side of the roof. Actually, I'm going to angle this camera away from me so I can still see the chat while I'm building the other side. Hey, Brick Together, good to see you here. Did you just end your stream? I started 35 minutes late because we were having fun on the Brickable Cows stream. And I'm at the point now because, especially because the US is in daylight savings. I'm going to go live. I'm not going to set. I'm not going to have a set time on Tuesday nights anymore. I'm just going to say I'm going to go live after the Brickable Cow finishes his streams. I'm still here. My computer ran out of charge. I'm charging. Let's get this back in the shot. Let's get this back in the shot. And let's raise it up so you can see the roof of what we're building. The grey and green from Classic Space got dubbed by fans as Grontron. Yeah, and Futuron was kind of like the white Classic Space ships, but they changed the trans yellow to trans blue. Hey Odelay, good to see you here. We're still building this friend set, and the question of the day is, what was everyone's most recent mock that you built? The most recent mock I built was this. And if anyone wants to know more details about this, you can go and follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description. A Ninjago forest training. Do you have pictures about that somewhere? It is a croc cannon. Oh, I was inspired by the YouTube video, finally, a Lego Pirates movie. Okay, can you send me the link for that short in via a DM? Okay. Yeah, we'll make this an hour. So yeah, and no, sorry, we won't. We'll cap this stream at the top of the hour, because I've got stuff to do today. Or I might just finish this whenever we finish building this bag. I don't know. See what I feel like. Yeah, I'm sure you could find a crazy reference to whatever I build. Almost everything is inspired by something else. Is there anything else that people want to talk about? Is there any questions anyone wants to ask me? Does anyone need help with anything? Is there any news out there? I'll be studying on St. Patrick's Day, but the next day when you guys do your St. Patrick's Day raid train thing, I will be a part of that. Probably either at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Eastern. Because I think Brick Together and Breezy were trying to organize that or something. Someone tell me more about that. That's what I'll be doing the day after St. Patrick's Day. And for that, I'll be trying to build a mock with lots of foliage. You're sorting your backlog, eh? Sticker 29. Right now it is 12:52 p.m. on Wednesday. Yes, everyone should make sure to like the stream right now if you haven't done so already. The only reason I like having a backlog is it gives me stuff to do on live streams. Because as I said on Cal's stream, I like building sets on camera and building mocks off camera. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got about 10 sets in my backlog right now. I built a lot of my backlog while I was streaming over the summer. So you're on the Pacific time, hey Tommy? And we just finished building bag 13. But there's these, oh yeah, I see. I forgot to put these pieces on. Let me put these pieces on. I wasn't building the instructions properly. Yeah. Alexandria is Eastern. I'm pretty sure Candy is Central. I think 2-4 is Eastern. And where silent is at in GMT, GMT becomes British summertime later than what the American Standard Time zones become American Daylight Time zones. And so now that it is daylight saving, if any of you guys say so-and-so time, if any of you guys who are streamers say so-and-so standard time, I'm going to ask you the question, is it still winter for you? Because if any of you Americans right now say your time is standard, is something standard, then I'm going to say, nope, that's wrong. So you guys go from GMT to BST last weekend of last Sunday of March. We go from daylight time to standard time the first Sunday of April, which means that this year Easter is the same day as the 25-hour day, and we go from standard time to daylight time the first Sunday of October. So whenever I do my 9 p.m. Eastern streams, now I'm going to have to start at 11:30 a.m. the next day, not 12:30 p.m. And then after Easter, I'm going to have to start my streams at 10:30 a.m., which is a nightmare for me to wake up that early to do a stream. It's a nightmare. That's the equinox. That's not the calendar. Yes. So I guess the first Sunday of March is the 23-hour day. In the US, and if I'm correct, is it the first Sunday of November is the 25-hour day? Oh yeah, that's because you're in Texas. The Sun Belt doesn't get as much spring. Although everyone living in the Sun Belt, how does Groundhog Day affect you guys? Particularly when the groundhog doesn't reveal his shadow and you get an early spring. How does Groundhog Day affect you guys in the Sun Belt? That's what I'm going to be buying when it goes on sale. I want to buy Lightning McQueen when it goes on sale. I want to buy the Michael Schumacher set when it goes on sale. I finally, if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you know I finally bought something on sale. It's always cold in Canada. The Groundhog Day doesn't have an effect in Canada because Groundhog Day, because the Canadian groundhog always reveals its shadow. You always get you always get a longer winter than everyone else. Because I know someone in Alberta, in Calgary, who once told me they had a minus 40-degree Fahrenheit day, which is like minus 60 something in Celsius, which is crazy. That's as crazy as when we had heat, when we had multiple days over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the heat wave this summer. If it's gonna be early spring, wouldn't the sun be out? Yeah. Well, the sun's gonna come out whenever it wants, but it depends on if there's gonna be clouds overhead. Because if there's clouds overhead, more likely there is to be rain and snow. So I'd say the logic is maybe the groundhog controls the clouds. I don't think the groundhog can control the sun, because it could be a sunny, because the sun could be shining and it could still be cold as hell. The sun could and even when it's raining, the sun shines on top of the clouds, but the bottom of the clouds blocks out the sun. So that's where I think the law of the groundhog is more connected to the clouds than it is the sun. Thanks for popping in, Skywin. You can catch me with Skywin on the Building and Chatting podcast every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. No, sorry, at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 2 hours before I go live on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, because Odile, didn't you say you're in Ontario? I don't care about Groundhog Day either, because we don't get snow here. But a lot of my friends do get snow. Well, does the weatherman know? Because the weather time is just as reliable. Sorry, the weatherman is just as reliable as a politician, right? See, if you don't want the bugs coming through your window, maybe you get screen protections on your window like what we have. That's why you'll never see anyone in our country putting an apple pie on the windowsill because you can't. It's protected by a screen. Well, we were supposed to have a storm 2 weekends ago, which never came. It came a week later than predicted. But now, on the local news in my city, there are the weatherman doesn't exist anymore, and I think the only weatherman, no, so I think the only weathermen that exist is on cable television, like the Weather Channel or something, or whatever news feed the Bureau of Meteorology puts out. I think most Australian houses have screens on the windows so that the flies and mosquitoes don't come in when you open a window. Of course, all the security companies wants to brand it as, "Hey, do you want an armed robber climbing through your window?" Exactly, Tron. All of the weathermen have been replaced by weather girls on the local news in our country. And as per that episode of The Simpsons, what was it? Oh yes, on uh, Channel Six News Rocks, a car chase every night, and if there's not, the weather girl has to wear a tube top, and if she doesn't, you win a free pizza. That was when they were making fun of the commercialization of the news. We used to have a stinger for Buzz Buzz. If you go back and watch some of my old streams, that was before StreamYard locked cutaways behind a paywall. That's another reason why I want to do a charity stream, because people keep on begging me to bring back those old clips, and I told them we'll do that when we do a charity stream. Oh, I have seen some of them on Pinterest, etc. And of course, there's that viral and Mexican weather girl that always shows up on Pinterest, where she's, well, this is a mayohosko stream, so I'm going to say it, where she jiggles her jelly. That's the one clip on Pinterest that will not go away. Some clips deserve to die, but they haven't yet. Like, I'm sure you guys go onto social media and you see the same annoying clip over and over and over again. Either because it's either because it's caught up in your algorithm, or people keep on sharing it over and over and over again. And that's when a meme, and that's how memes get their legacy, by people sharing it over and over and over again. Like, what's 9 plus 10? 21. Damn, Daniel. And the Tide Pods challenge, the cinnamon challenge, all those parkour videos, when everyone tried to be like Tony Hawk, when everyone tried to be like Mike, when everyone tried to be like Steph Curry. What are some other? Everyone making fun of The Room. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. The Harlem Shake and Gangnam Style. Trying to think of some other memes. And it was either Dwayne Johnson or DJ Khaled that said it. You're welcome. And John Cena, you can't see him. Well, the ice bucket. I don't include the ice bucket challenge in that, because that was for a charity cause. But yeah, there were people who participated in the ice bucket challenge that weren't raising money for charity. But I will say they did help to spread the word about AOS. Yeah, you haven't heard about it in a while because that happened 14 years ago. Harlem Shake and Gangnam Style both came out in 2012, as did Thrift Shop by Macklemore. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. Oh, I'm coming. Looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. And then those from the dial-up internet remember when the real Slim Shady stood up. Yeah, and I remember everyone's tributes to Paul Walker when Fast and Furious 7 came out. And I remember when people couldn't stop talking about RBG. Yeah, that's that. Well, yeah, well, that's See, now we're getting into a subcategory of memes that started because of popular songs. Like people would say that on social media posts because it was a catchy lyric in their songs. That's why people saying stuff on social media because it was catchy lyrics in popular songs on the radio. And now everyone just wants to make memes about the numbers, and we're not going to get into those numbers. And if anyone says the magic number, you're getting a 60-second timeout. How is 3 a magic number? Is it because of the genie in a bottle or something? Well, 1 is the loneliest number, and 2 is the loneliest number since the number 1. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something in the background. Last minute, does anyone have anything to say? I think we're gonna close out. Speak now or forever may you hold your peace. I don't know if anyone is live right now. Yeah, I think that's it. So thanks for watching this stream. It is appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I have to go do other stuff for the rest of the day. So I will see you on my next live stream on Thursday night. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.